Actually, it's kind of pleasant today. Not bad at all.
Excuse me. Don't look so happy. Don't look so happy. I know it's been a long evening.
Already been.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Like the church. It's pretty good as back in the woods.
Visiting.
Good. Great. Matter of fact.
Great.
Great. Beats good, doesn't it?
That's great to hear.
Hello, Fred.
Carl, how are you, sir? Good. I didn't see you.
Good evening, sir. I still don't wait for you.
Okay. How are you doing?
The guest book. I'm okay, how are you? Can I have it?
Mike.
Got 'em?
Yeah, just about.
Okay, it's 7:30, and we'll call a meeting to order. Let's see. Hey, Carl Snyder, could you lead us in the pledge tonight?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We had a set of minutes from November 4th. We had yesterday.
Okay, anybody have any comments?
Look for motion to.
So moved.
I'll second.
John?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ? Yes. Okay. Vinnie Caniglio?
Vinnie could not make it tonight. I did get an email from his mother. He had to work tonight.
Okay, these are his papers. I think I've signed off on everything. He did this is another Eagle Scout. He did some benches around the fire pit at the park. And I think this is complete, so I'm just gonna leave these with you, Fred.
Okay.
Okay, second meeting of the month, we do scheduled reports for tonight is Chief John Phillips from Auburn Volunteer Fire Department.
Year-to-date calls was 577. Last year at this time we had 600. We're down about 23. Been running that course all year it seems like, so knock on wood. Not doing too bad. The Fire Devils wish me to convey their gratitude and thanks for allowing them to use Adam Hall West Heritage for the craft fair. It was a success, everything went really well. So thank you very much for that, and the rest of the time I yield to the board because again, you got a busy schedule.
Thank you. The reason the doors were shut late is we're doing employee year-end reviews and applicants for some of our boards and commissions, so that explains that. And thank you, Chief, for acknowledging that. So we'll move to trustee reports, and we'll start with John Everly.
Oh, a couple little things. We're supposed to get Mike's truck back here this week. We had a problem with the turbocharger on it and the associated parts, and I think we're going to start to look for a different engine. This seems to be a design flaw in these things, and international. There's some major lawsuits out on the West Coast against on the same subject, but it doesn't seem to be as much here. And but it's very, it's been an expensive fix. So we should be getting our loader in here in December on schedule, and so the sale, GovDeals sale of Big Bird is underway as we speak. Mike's doing an excellent job with that. And then I think we need to go ahead and put the Cruiser up next. We haven't used it in over 2 years. Maybe we can get a good price for it. Like, I'm shocked at what we got some bids on Big Bird 4, talking about a 40-year-old piece of equipment. So any objections, gentlemen? Or?
No, if we're not using it and we've got the newer equipment that replaces it and does a better job for us, then it's just taking up space.
Is that a motion?
That is a motion.
I'll second that motion. Put it up for sale on GovDeals.
Okay. John?
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
We got every project done this year as far as surfacing. All of our contracted projects were done, came in under budget on everything. Very pleased with the quality of what we got done. We also got the loop done in the cemetery, which I think is a major improvement there. We got it done for really inexpensively. So I think we should go ahead and do the next one next year, and that should get us out of the woods there for quite a long time. And everything seems to be going well, equipment-wise. We're full of salt, all the salt's in, and as soon as we get down 500 tons, I think we're gonna order another 500 tons.
Hopefully that'll be a while.
Yeah. And so we end the year stock full. And that's what I have.
Thank
Okay.
you. Mike Troyer?
Yeah, no, one thing I wanna go through is, NOPEC, is our preferred, aggregate program, within the township. And the letters are gonna start coming out to everyone. You're automatically enrolled in NOPEC. If you don't wanna be in NOPEC, all you have to do is opt out, and then you can go with whatever you want. We've worked well with NOPEC, we've gotten numerous grants from them for energy efficiency. The latest one is we'll be doing some LED lighting at the fire department. With the windows, doors in here, so they've been a pretty good neighbor, for us. But just for the record, I want to, even though we don't have to, we're in it automatically, we don't, if we wanna get out, we have to opt
You don't
out.
have to do anything to stay in.
Right. But, just wanted on the record that, again, making a motion that we continue with NOPEC for the next 3 years.
Second.
John,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ.
Yes.
Okay, and that's all I have.
Okay, couple things to go over, and they're mostly on the agenda, so probably wait on some of them, but, Fred, I'm gonna assume that you had Nancy put the Eagle Scouts for the calendar year on the bottom of the agenda. Did she do that on her own?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's wonderful, because we had, Fred and I went to the Eagle Court of Honor yesterday at Adam Hall, where there were 7, and nobody can seem to recall this, one being the start, but there were 7 new Eagle Scouts in Troop 101. Pretty impressive. I'm gonna go over their names, they are on the agenda, but, and thank Mike and John, and I signed a proclamation with Fred as well for these boys. We try to acknowledge and attend all these courts found. Spencer Brown, Hayden Ryan, Adam Farrell, Joseph Martin, John McClure, Robert Sunderhaft, and then previous boy this year that got his Eagle was Hunter Gibbons, who did a wonderful project at the cemetery. And Vinnie Coniglio, we mentioned him earlier, he's just wrapping his up, his Court of Honor hasn't happened yet. And Tucker Eshelman, who did, those other 6 boys I mentioned, they did their projects at Camp Hominicata up in Newberry, which is special, it's kind of a special needs disabilities, diabetes specifically. Camp that's been in place up there approaching 100 years. And one boy did his project at City Mission downtown. But all just real thoughtful projects, and we always want to thank the Scouts and commend the Scouts for what they do. And Fred was up there yesterday, and we did a presentation. It was well attended, and a big deal. And for 7 new scouts in that troop is really pretty impressive. I will save the rest of mine for after Fred's report.
Okay. You have in front of you your regular management reports, appropriations summary, revenue summary, and fund summary reports. Also, payment listing report, listing warrants 5508 through 5529, totaling $65,050.44. Of note on there is warrant 5519 to United Earthworks LLC, that being for the Snow Road drainage project. I do have a resolution asking for a reallocation of funds. We need to move some money around to pay for some supplies at the admin building. So I'll go ahead and read the resolution. It's Resolution 2019-29 for reallocation of funds. Be resolved by the Board of Trustees of Auburn Township, Geauga County, Ohio, that the following reallocation of funds are necessary to carry out regular operations. $1,500 from General Fund Account 1,110,315, election expenses, to General Fund Account 1,110,410, office supplies. Second reallocation is $1,500 from General Fund Account 1,110,315, election expenses, to General Fund Account 1,120,420, operating supplies. Those are the two reallocations that I'm looking for.
That's a resolution.
Resolution 20,000,
Okay, I'll
2019.
make a motion to adopt that resolution.
I'll second.
John?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
Thank you, that's all I have.
Okay, we'll move along quickly tonight, but into old business we've been talking about for months, if not a couple of years now. Township made application to NatureWorks through ODNR for a grant to assist in the construction of a pavilion at the park. And we did this with the assistance of Alicia Beatty from Chagrin River Watershed Partners, and Fred was instrumental in this as well with all the financial background information. And I'm proud to announce that we've been awarded that grant for $30,145, and we'll move into some planning and discussions of the structure we're going to build. But I believe we had a budget for around $51,000 for this project, Fred?
Yeah.
And that will be on the agenda for next year. That's, I think some very good news.
It's good to see your hard work is paid off.
Fill a community need that, well, if anybody that was in Scouts up here, and Fred, you know this, that we've been meeting, our meetings, and this is the one I'm just very familiar with. We have them around the outside of the storage building, the Parker building. And if you get more than about 40 people, you kind of wrap around 2 different corners. It's kind of hard to hold a meeting there. It's inevitably 95 degrees or raining. So this building will fill that need, and I'm just sure lots of family reunions and tons of projects or events can be held in this. Looking forward to it. Let's see, we discussed the Snow Road. Is there a motion necessary? Yes, we have.
Yeah, we already did, it's
Yeah.
an increase in the PO.
Yeah, okay, the Snow Road drainage work, culverts and things, there, a change order increase in the project by $2,549.40. And I'll make a motion to approve that.
Second. Fred,
Yeah.
we have to bill Troy. On that project.
Half of that.
Half of the entire amount?
Yeah, 50%.
Okay.
On the motion, John,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ?
Yes. On to new business, we have a donation from Boys Lacrosse to the Community Park Fund. fund you're using there, Fred?
Well, it's up to the board.
It's actually gotta go through general, doesn't it, first? Does it?
Well, it does go to the general
Yeah.
fund first, but then it gets moved over.
Okay.
But it can either go into the land acquisition and improvement fund, or it can go into the park fund. It's a donation, so it's gotta go
I put it in
through,
land acquisition.
yeah, but it's gotta go through the court. We have to get a court order for that.
Probate, right?
Correct.
Does it matter which,
Well, no, it's actually common pleas.
matter which, do we have to state up front where, specifically where it's going?
Yeah,
Okay. So we're going to go into land acquisition or into the thing when we request from the court?
it's whichever way you guys wanna
Yeah,
handle it.
I'd go with land acquisition.
Land acquisition always has
And
more money
an
in it.
improvement, and we just
Yeah.
talked about what we're doing.
Right, so
So,
we can use it for that. All right.
put that in a motion somehow there, Michael.
Okay, I'll make a motion to take the donation from the Boys Lacrosse team, put it in the land acquisition and improvement fund after running it through the court and with their approval.
Second.
John,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ.
Yes. And we have some franchise fees that we received through from Seabridge Connections now. $2,624.36. I think we got a project to work on there, so I'm gonna make a motion actually to put that in land acquisition and improvements again.
I will second.
John,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ.
Yes. Okay, that clears up the agenda, public comment. Go ahead.
Thank you. Okay, warrant 5516, Rex Bank, $620.13.
That is the vendor that supplies our fuel card. So it's to purchase fuel for our trucks.
Okay, have you used it before? I don't recall seeing.
Yeah, we've had it for a few months now.
Okay, so typically, is that a monthly bill or
Yeah.
just, it is? Okay, thank you.
One more comment. Last Tuesday, Election Day, up at the Adam Hall, I happened to observe that all the new LED lamp posts right near Washington, right at the ones closest to Washington Street, the west side of those posts, the paint's all coming off and they're rusting. And I didn't see any other in the parking lot like that. I presume that's salt from the roadway. Just to bring to your attention.
Thank you. Okay, anyone else? Sure.
My name is Tom Morrow. I'm the author of a letter you may or may not have received late this afternoon. Before I make my comments, I am thrilled to hear about 7 guys becoming Eagle Scouts. I'm one of those,
Okay.
and anytime I hear of a kid doing it, but in a small scout troop, to have 7 kids, I think is admirable. That's just good news. And I gotta feel that we all feel the same way. That's an honor.
No,
A
well,
true
thank
honor.
you.
That will carry them into their adulthood. The topic I want to bring up, which is in the letter there, is not a new one, I think, to any one of you. I imagine this is maybe old news. But 19 years ago, when I moved to the community, you would not know the status and the breadth and the improvements that have happened in our township in 19 years. It's amazing, and it's prideful. And I'm opening my comments by saying, what a job a group of people have done over 19 years. It's a nice place to live, we're proud of it. And now and then, all of us get a stone in our sandals that you can't get rid of. And that stone in mine is a facility that has become a real trash heap, and I think a smudge on our, frankly, on our reputation and the way we have conducted our community. And that is the A and B tire cha-cha-cha, whatever it is. And so I could drive by there for another 19 years and do nothing, or I could bring it again to the group's attention, rather impassioned, because I really feel that is something that we probably addressed in the past. But somehow there's gotta be a way of going to that particular owner and say, hold it. It's no different than mowing your lawn, or painting your house, or shoveling your sidewalk, except that this business is the entrance to our township on a major street, and anybody coming from that direction here at first might have trouble knowing they're in the township because the U-Haul trailer blocks our sign. Or it's not a trailer, it's a truck and a trailer. Or it's a car and a truck and a trailer. So one, that's almost embarrassment. But just coming into this community and having a place that every year looks worse is it's just not acceptable. We can't allow that to happen, in my opinion. We do all the other things right, this building right, the cemetery right, and yet we allow this to continue on. I understand, probably some problems involved. I'm not negating that. I don't know what we can do about it, but I wanted to raise it again with a couple of other comments. I was out taking some pictures because every time I drive by, it seems like there are 20 more trash trucks or cars in the lot that are blocking that. And I was taking some pictures today to try to provide you guys with just a symptom of, I'm a lousy photographer, so it didn't do a job. If we had a drone to look at it, it would have been 60 cars and trucks and buses and U-Hauls. It probably would have been double that. While I was doing it, a couple of cars pulled by me because I was had my flashers on. The question was, hey, can we help you? You're in trouble. I said, no, I want to take a picture of this place over here. He said, thank you. Thank you. What are you going to do about it? I said, I don't know what I'm going to do about it except write a letter and bring it again to the zoning commission's attention. He said, please, if you want to start a petition, you can start it with our house. There were two different people who stopped me while I was taking a picture. And the second one, not quite as dramatic as the first couple. So I'm saying, hey, Tom, is it just you, or is it maybe a whole host of people who live in our township, and particularly live in the communities close to where that is, who are saying, gee, I wish we could do something about it, but we'll just let it go. So gentlemen, I don't know where to start it, or what to say about it, or how to help. Because one, I like to help. I don't want to just gripe about it. And I know this may again be an old story, but we've got to find a solution, and I appreciate your comments on that. If it's to gather community support and a 200 signature petition, count me in. I'll do it. But I'd like to have some feedback from you guys to see how we might correct that. Amen.
Well, I'm gonna take your letter and your pictures, and then we'll go talk to the owner tomorrow personally.
Good.
So, that
Thank
will,
you for that.
that will be a starting point.
Yep.
And then I'll see what kind of feedback he gives me on what can possibly be done to straighten that out. Again, he has a business to run. And that business is auto repair, which that place has been an auto repair for how long? Second part of it is that a portion of his property is actually in Bainbridge.
Absolutely. Right on board.
Well, he's got,
More than important.
because he bought the building next door too, where the U-Hauls are, so
Right.
now he's got probably half of his business is in Bainbridge now. So that's something that Bainbridge would have to address. But we can copy them on this letter, see when we're looking to see, what their options are. But I said the first stop is, rather than get confrontational or
Sure.
just sit down and say, hey, he's not blind, he knows what's going on. Especially this time of year, okay, when you get the first snow, the first 20-degree day, everybody's car breaks. So, you're gonna get inundated, and this is gonna be time to time where you're just, but again, when it gets to the point where it's like that all the time, then really we have to sit down and talk.
Yeah, I can't argue with anything you said, and I think Mike put that pretty well, I agree with it, so. We know the guy, I mean.
Oh, I'm sure
he's
you do.
long
And
time,
what
long
other
time.
fellas, other businesses have improved.
Yeah.
That's the point. We have done a great job of cleaning up and getting others to show the pride that I think we feel. And so, maybe an ordinance isn't the issue, maybe it's just exactly like as you said, but Bainbridge probably is not gonna do anything about it. We're at the tail end of their township, they got other issues. So
Well,
maybe
it falls on
us.
your perspective, that could be the entrance to their township too, depends which way you're going.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, there's signs on this side, there's no trucks to block it, so.
I understand the cars, you haul it, those babies, they haul them in there, they don't put them in a parking place, it's just find a spot. So it looks random. Enough said.
Can't
Okay.
agree with anything you're saying,
My public comment.
He has been a positive thing though. He does provide a positive service to the township. And that's part of the dilemma is that you mentioned that you could have a petition. He could probably get a petition for every one of your signers to match that they want to keep him. And because there's a lot of people in the township that use this guy, and I'm not saying that it's not a mess, I wholeheartedly agree. And but I think Mike will get a little fatherly talk with him and see if we can't, bring him back into a little more compliance. There's always gonna be cars. That's the nature of the beast. And,
That's it.
You've been around long enough,
Sure.
It was not looking real good up there several years ago, they did a nice expansion up there.
And then it got trashy.
So you
I
saw
mean,
it
he
too.
did a nice job on the building, he did a stone front on the building and really tried to make the building look nice.
Yeah.
But you're right, that,
unfortunately, you can't see the
I
building.
can't see the building now.
Can't see it now.
You can't see, yeah. Hey, you can sit back and just watch it or bring it to your front again.
Well, that's.
If I can help in any way, or if there's,
Sure. Appreciate it.
Thank you for bringing it up.
you're welcome.
Okay, anyone else tonight? Going once and twice. Well, we're gonna go back, and we're not gonna get the motion where we
Nope.
close the meeting, because we're gonna go back into executive session. I'm gonna make a motion to do exactly that.
For the purpose of.
This is we're gonna, interviews with commission members and applicants.
Second.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
John,
That would be a yes, man.
Yes.
Mike, yes, DJ, yes.
Yep.
Take care, Tom. Yep. Hope you feel